So many people just get an idea and it kind of just dies in their brain. But now it's easier than ever to create a website for whatever you're thinking about doing. There's a ton of AI website tools out there, but Lovable has been my favorite one that I've tried out. All you need is to describe a website or app, and Lovable will build it, host it, and give you your own URL. You never have to go in your terminal, and you never have to get into any of the technical weeds. It's able to do it all for you. Today, we're gonna go over 2 ways that I've been using Lovable here at This Week in AI. First, we're gonna build a real site, show you how to wire it up, and show you how to create dashboards so you can view and interact with your data. But before we get into it, I wanted to thank our friends at PayPal, the exclusive sponsor for This Week in AI. Try the payment and growth platform that's trusted by millions of customers worldwide. PayPal Open. Start growing today at paypalopen.com. So what is Lovable? Lovable is an AI app builder in your browser where you can prompt it and it generates a full stack web app. It even uses Supabase on the backend to keep track of all of your data. There are 3 things that I think really matter. First is that it's hosted. Every project naturally gets a yourapp.lovable.app URL immediately. So when I'm building my This Week in AI app, it'll be thisweekinai.lovable.app. But you can also use custom domains which work on their paid plans. You can also sync your code with GitHub if you want to use other tools like Cloud Code, so you're really not locked into Lovable. To get started, you go to lovable.dev, sign in, and then you'll land in just a prompt box. But before you start building anything serious, make sure that you connect GitHub from the settings and turn on Lovable Cloud if you need any backend. All it takes is 90 seconds and you're ready to start building. Lovable runs on credits. Every prompt costs a certain amount of credits. If you're using vague prompts and more iterations, that means you're using more credits. They have 3 main plans: Pro, Business, and Enterprise. For each of these plans, it comes with a certain amount of credits per month. The Pro plan is really for independent users, and it starts with 100 credits per month. But like the business plan, you can increase your credits that you want to buy. So if I went to 200 credits per month, the plan would then be $50 per month. If I went to 2,000 credits per month, it would be almost $500 per month. I found that 100 credits a month allows you to build deep scaffolding for your website, do a ton of iteration, and you still won't run out of credits. The business plan does give you more controls and is better to work for your team, but for any independent builder, I would definitely start with the Pro plan. So let's get building. The first prompt I'm gonna make is build a landing page for This Week in AI. And then I give the YouTube link and I said that has past shows, about, and just a good landing page for our website. So this is definitely a pretty broad prompt, but I really wanted to see what it would come back with. And I also included our design.md file, which I talked about in a previous video, alongside our logos and different visuals that we like to associate with our brand. Once I sent the prompt, it started working, generating images, assembling the logo assets, and basically creating the scaffold for what the website was gonna be. A few minutes later, it came back with the generated first draft of the This Week in AI website. You can see it's pretty solid. If we scroll around, you can see the logo in the top left corner is not necessarily correct, and it uses a lot of filler images instead of the actual thumbnails that we use, as well as fake titles and fake guests and things like that. But these are all things that we can now prompt it to change. My first change was that I wanted to make sure it was using the correct logo. This one's kind of like an interpretation of what our current logo looks like. So I just told it to make sure we're using the correct logo. And I even dragged in the logo that we use. And shortly after, it made this change. Next, I wanted to connect the YouTube API so it can pull real data from our channel, like thumbnails, titles, and link out to them. It gave me instructions on exactly how to do that. I needed to create an API key in the Google Cloud Console, which is pretty simple, just 5-minute task. All you need to do is create a new project within Google Cloud Console, enable it, and then get your API key and paste it right into Lovable. Then we'll go and take the data there and pull it into the website. Let's see how it did. You can see it has the latest video right here, and it is a short, so it's not exactly what you want. And I don't really want any shorts to be on the main page. So I'll just ask it to only pull the long form videos specifically from the roundtable and also create a section for where the demos will go. If you're not aware already, This Week in AI has a roundtable where Jason hosts 3 founders and CEOs of awesome AI companies. And I do 3 demos a week of AI products like Lovable, Cloud Code, Hermes Agent. I get into all of it. Now, taking a look at this website, it really looks great. It has the high quality thumbnails that are pulled from YouTube, as well as our past roundtables and some of the demos that we've made. Another way I love to use Lovable is to create interactive dashboards based on my data. So let's imagine I was building a startup that's selling to real estate agents based in Denver. So in this database, I've collected their names, active listings, average sales price, what brokerage they work at, and a ton of other information that I could use to do outbound to these brokers. But working where your data lives can sometimes be tedious and inefficient. So what I did is I created an agent pipeline dashboard that allows me to work with my data and visualize it super easily. On the homepage, we can see how many agents are in my pipeline, how many of them are new, 20 of them because I just made this database, as well as the average sales price across all of the agents, as well as active listings and all that good information. But you can really see the power of a dashboard like this, where you can just see all of your agents in one place, where you can click in and view all of the information that is based on the database, in this case, Notion. And you can also even go as far to do outreach directly in Lovable. This is a view where we can see all the agents that we have, as well as a built-in outbound email terminal where I can see all the agents in our database, but it also has the ability to send out emails. And this would use Resend, which is an easy way for you to send outbound from your email. Very easy to set up, and you can even set it right up in LinkedIn. So what this is doing is pulling in the database, connecting to Resend, and kind of creating that middle step where it creates the email based on the data in Notion. So you can kind of see here how the Lovable dashboard can bring in data, make it easy to view, but then you can also stack skills on top of it as well. So what I did is I created a great outbound tool in 5 minutes using Lovable that startups would previously pay thousands of dollars for. So to wrap it up, definitely try Lovable for free. And if you appreciated this video, give it a like or a comment, and I'll see you next time.